more as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football as the Bengals get set to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
These two teams matching up for the second time this year. Their first meeting back in October, Week 6, and it was the visiting Bengals who came away with a victory in that one, so they'll look to take the season series now here at home in Cincinnati.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. Gets past one man, and he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high.
Keep that out!
And they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And all of that, nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way you wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They run for it with Mixon.
Oh, man.
He is not going anywhere. They stop it for no gain. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson.
He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Second and 11 at the 41.
Now it's Jackson.
Open man is Duvernay.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it. Again, Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. A collegiate star here in the Buckeye State, it's J.K. Dobbins. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Jesse Bates made the tackle from his safety spot. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And in for the Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Tucker with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Take it in at the 3.
No!
Return. He's to midfield. And what a return. He's all the way down to the 30.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun to give to Mixon. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now a throw here to his running back. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. A handoff to Mixon. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. We also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. Mixon trying to punch it in. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. So now it's 3rd and goal. This Raven defense trying to keep him out of the end zone. Here's a run with Mixon.
Let's go!
From the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Can this defense hold him out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2.
Let's go, man!
Down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Ravens come up big down at their own goal line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
He's got a man complete. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. These two teams met in Cincinnati earlier in the year with the Bengals coming out on top. So a win here in Cincinnati would give them the season sweep 2-0. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. Dancing to his left. That's taken in by Duvernay. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence, not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle.
Coming on pitch, man.
Incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back.
Touchdown! J.K. Dobbins with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is, his first miss, no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Daddy, I'm mad because you don't want me.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win.
It got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's a give to Mixon. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 49 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team, both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
2nd and 11. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Flush to his right. Going to throw deep for the end zone.
Pick that off, man.
And incomplete.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
He'll drop to throw.
Oh, nice call.
Beckham Jr. with a diving grab. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He'll bite, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Patrick Queen in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. They'll drop the throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
McPherson's kick is good. And that will move the deficit from 20 down to 17. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Here's McPherson now to send it away. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again. Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Now it's Jackson. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down. Just his second incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
That is caught, Rashad Bateman. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. He'll dump this off, complete to Dobbins.
Come on with that double juke shit, man. That's touchdown.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. To throw again is Jackson. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Here's Jackson. That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. Rashad Bateman in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens would extend their lead here just before halftime. Tucker with the extra point, and the rout is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Well, no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
They'll throw now on the final play. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep over the middle. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. Tucker now for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Bengals drive about to get going. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
They're going to look to throw. He sets to fire deep. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
And he's got this down to the 35.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay, his second touchdown of the night. And the Ravens turn that interception into a touchdown. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. 68 yards on the ground for him so far.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Going for it all. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And the Ravens are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate. Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. And there's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
They go play action with Jackson. Rolling to his right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
They go play action now. Jackson. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Andrews. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 42.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Play action. Now Jackson. And a diving effort, but only right at the line of scrimmage. It's a gain of 10. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. 4th quarter. Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
So that'll back them up 5. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Charles, when you talk about free safeties, I think one word comes to mind, range. And we saw an example of a rangy free safety right there. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. To throw is Jackson. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit, because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Now it's Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense, because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense. Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? And it's caught. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
And no move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal. Now Jackson. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Tucker now to add the point after. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they had their eye on victory.
And leading here in the fourth. And he's got a Bengals first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 99 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They'll run on first down. Mixon, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Joe Mixon. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Extra point by McPherson, up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. On the return, Devin Duvernay. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
To throw again on 2nd down, Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
On 3rd down, Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Jackson will throw again. That is caught. Rashad Bateman.
And he takes it all the way down to the 3. It's a big play there for Baltimore.